After an off day Sunday, they did a great job today. They brought a lot of energy and spirit. We're continuing to add things at both ends of the court, so we like the fact that they're getting after it. There's a lot of new guys, a lot of stuff to put in, so they're working hard at it.
Did you notice that at West Point that it seemed a different feeling with the players understanding more than maybe last year? Did things go smoothly?
No doubt. These guys were all handpicked. Everybody that's on this team is handpicked for the attributes that they bring to this ball club. And one of them is that they all have high basketball IQs. They want to learn. They want to do things the right way. So we're especially pleased with their ability to comprehend what we want to get across to them. And there's always a learning curve with it, but they're all intrigued with what we're doing. So it's fun to coach guys that have that type of characteristics.
Do you have any sense for what the lineup might look like Wednesday night?
I'm sorry,
What the lineup might look like on Wednesday night?
We're going to have 5 guys out there to start.
Not 4 or 6?
Not 4, no. We've thought about having different numbers out there, but we're going to stick with 5.
Is there any indication that Arron's going to be ready?
You know, he's a day-to-day kind of thing. With a hamstring, we got to be very cautious with it and make sure that he's feeling really well before we throw him back out there in practice. And we're going to bring him along slow. But he is getting better, but we want to be very cautious with him.
Does it help that he's a veteran, and even though he's missing out on some things, that
No doubt, he knows how to play. It's still going to be a learning curve when he gets back out there on the court because he's going to play a couple of different positions, and that's always hard for players to adjust to. But he understands our offense, and he's played against it, and he's a quick learner, and he is asking questions even though he's not out there playing. He's doing a good job trying to assimilate everything.
You're sort of also like the big man coach without the title, though, and worked with Kristaps a lot. I mean, do you see a different player now than maybe in July, or where do you feel he's at, with the preseason after the game?
Well, he's a rookie. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot going on in terms of summer league. We didn't have a whole lot of practices, and the games are quick and rapid. He's now getting a taste for what it's like to play against real NBA ball players. So for all rookies, it's a huge transition, whether it's Europe or college. Guys are much bigger, stronger, longer, quicker. So, and in his case, the physical nature of the game is going to be something he's going to adjust to. But he's done a great job, and we see a lot of versatility in him. I mean, you saw, I think you guys were out here when he was bringing the ball up in a fast break situation. For a 7'3" guy, that's tremendous. And he's going to be able to play with his back to the basket. He's going to be able to play facing the basket, handle the ball. We like his defense too, his length. There's not too many players out there that have his mobility and his length. So we see a lot of things that he can bring to our table at the defensive end as well.
When was the last time you ran a practice?
Beg your pardon?
When was the last time you ran a practice?
Probably summer league last year.
Is it any different when you just, when you're in this position today?
No, I mean, it's not what I was thinking about when I woke up, but I heard that Derek wasn't going to be here. But we ask our players to adjust and adapt all the time, so we've got to be nimble as coaches as well. We know what we want to get across. We're having daily dialogue as coaches, things that we need to work on, things that we need to add, things that we need to develop with individual players. So, it's unfortunate that Derek wasn't able to be here today, but we knew what we wanted to get across to our guys today.
Well, with Arron, yesterday he said that he's definitely going to come back and practice today. Was there some sort of setback, or is he not recovering as quickly as he?
I'm not aware of any setback, but if he's not feeling great to the point where he feels comfortable being out there, then we don't want him out there. And our training staff is going to do a great job of bringing him along slowly and not just throw him out in practice. He's going to have to pass a agility test and strength test and mobility test before he actually gets in practice.
What have you been able to teach Porzingis? I mean, what have you been able to? What's the best thing you've given him?
His ability to shoot the basketball is going to be very dangerous, and teams are going to be very wary of him. And his reputation as a shooter is going to go around the league quickly.